MPs overwhelmingly reject calls to legalise assisted dying. Protesters for and against rallied to persuade them, but after a thoughtful and passionate debate, they voted 3-1 against change.
I do not believe that dignitas brings dignity to death. I think it brings a speedier death.
This is ITV News at 6:30 with Alistair Stewart and Ranveer Singh.
Good evening. Uninhibited by party discipline and guided by their consciences, MPs rejected calls to allow people legally to assist others to end their lives. Outside, opponents hailed that as maintaining protection for the sick, elderly and disabled. Supporters said dying people deserved better.
The result, 3-1 against, means MPs are unlikely to return to the question soon, but that won't satisfy campaigners for change who claim the public overwhelmingly support assisted dying. Our UK editor Rohit Katru listened to the debate.
As the protests and the placards suggested, this was not just a debate about a law, but about ethics and morals, pain, choice, life and death.
We want choice.
Outside and inside Parliament, this was a day for more than debate. It is rare to hear those emotions in this place, but today we did, for one of the most ethically fraught debates of recent times.
When my father was diagnosed with cancer in 1978, the family watched him die. A painful death. It was a bad death. I do not believe that dignitas brings dignity to death. I think it brings a speedier death, and I question the best minds that we have in the world. Is that the best that we can offer?
I've cared for my husband for the last 5 years. And I saw, and he was dying for 5 years. And I saw when life changed to being a burden. And therefore this bill should not be ended here in this chamber today.
Outside we heard many more stories, like Penny Peppers, whose perspective was shaped by her disability.
I also feel we're heading down this path of assisted suicide as being an answer to impairment and disability. Of course that affects me directly.
And Dawn Spragg, whose mother asked her to arrange an assisted death.
She asked me to help her. I had a 13-month-old baby at the time. And I couldn't. And explained to her that if I helped her, I would go to prison.
Well, there is a bill in the laws at the moment.
I've got through that guilt.
They've gone into vote, so we'll be getting the result coming through shortly.
The ayes to the right, 118. The noes to the left, 330.
An overwhelming rejection. This was one of the most divisive social debates of our time, but in one sense, the debate is now over.